Pope Francis has made a landmark appeal to investigate if Israel's actions in Gaza qualify as genocide. This unprecedented call has sent ripples through the international community, urging leaders and organizations to take a closer look at the ongoing conflict. This bold statement appears in excerpts from Hope Never Disappoints, a book that delves into the Pope's thoughts and reflections on various global issues. Pilgrims Towards a Better World, a new book based on interviews with the pontiff, explores his vision for a more just and compassionate society. Francis had previously condemned Israel's military actions as immoral and disproportionate, asserting they surpass the rules of war. His recent comments have reignited debates about the ethical implications of the conflict and the need for a peaceful resolution. The Pope referenced expert claims that the situation in Gaza may meet the legal definition of genocide, urging careful inquiry under international law. He emphasized the importance of a thorough investigation to ensure that justice is served and that the international community remains vigilant in upholding human rights standards. This comes amid mounting concerns over the war, which began with Hamas's October 7, 2023 attack on Israel, a day that marked a significant escalation in the long-standing conflict. The attack was unprecedented in its scale and intensity, leading to widespread fear and uncertainty in the region, leaving 1,200 Israelis dead and 250 taken hostage. The impact on the Israeli population has been profound, with many families torn apart and communities left in mourning. The hostages situation remains a critical concern, with efforts ongoing to secure their release. Israel's retaliatory campaign has reportedly killed over 43,000 people in Gaza, causing widespread devastation and suffering. The scale of the destruction has been immense, with entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble and essential infrastructure severely damaged, many of whom are women and children, according to Gaza health authorities. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza has reached alarming levels, with hospitals overwhelmed and basic necessities in short supply. The international community is calling for urgent aid and a ceasefire to prevent further loss of life. Francis, who has met separately with Israeli hostage families and Palestinians affected by the war, emphasizes the need for compassion on both sides. His comments, however, have drawn criticism. Some detractors accuse him of bias and inflaming tensions, while supporters praise his courage to confront sensitive issues. The Pope also reflects on global challenges like migration and war, urging nations to prioritize cooperation over isolationist policies. He emphasizes the need for a united global response to these issues, stressing that no country can tackle these problems alone. The Pope calls for empathy and understanding among nations. He condemns restrictive immigration laws driven by fear and electoral motives, advocating for a globalization of charity. The Pope believes that compassion should guide immigration policies, not fear or political gain. He urges leaders to see refugees as individuals with hopes and dreams. He further highlights the ongoing humanitarian crises in Ukraine and their broader implications. The Pope calls for increased humanitarian aid and support for those affected by the conflict, urging the international community to act swiftly and decisively. Francis's statements coincide with ongoing legal proceedings at The Hague, where accusations of war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide in Gaza are under scrutiny. His call amplifies global debates over accountability in conflict zones. For more Christian news, subscribe to our newsletter,